After 1 week learning visual scripting, you can build your game now. The question here, should I learn C# after visual scripting? The answer is yes, because the most newest technique or new plugins, all of them are made in C# only. You need to understand C# to use these plugins in your game. In the past, I wasted 10 years to learn C#, but I still give up. Now it took me 1 week only to learn visual scripting, and 1 more week to learn how to use C#. C# is exactly 100%, same as visual scripting. Let's get started to learn how to use C#. Create new project with version 2021 or any newer versions of Unity. Enter any names you like and create project. First, we create a button on UI with size 200 by 100 pixel. Change it text, get public variable from C#. Don't forget to set UI canvas size. This will fix wrong position of buttons on bigger screens. Change name to button 1. Make sure you updated visual scripting to the newest version. Now create an empty object. Name it any names you likes. Then create new visual scripting script. Name it with any names. Open the script. Let's add button click event. Get key down to detect button click down. Input this is button that is clicked on. Enter button 1. If button 1 is clicked on, print a message to debug log to test it. Press play to see if it works. Let's create our first C# script. Name it tutorial script. To open, double-click on it. I recommend you install Visual Studio version 2022 or newer version. Every new script, it will be converted to a class, and class is also called as a component in C#. Our script will start with functions start and update, same as visual scripting. We don't use it in this tutorial. Text with gray color are unnecessary code. You can delete them too. Let's create a variable in our script. Its type can be float, int, game object, same as visual scripting. Let's set its type as string. Next, enter name of variable, and some default its value. This is a local variable or private variable, but most of people would like to make private variable in this way. It will be easier to understand. They add private before the line for local or private things. These lines of code are the same. They are private variable. Private variable is a variable that can be get or set value inside this tutorial script only. Now let's create a public variable to see the different. You just need to change private to public. That's it. Public variable is a variable can be get or set value from any scripts or from anywhere in your game. Let's test it on visual scripting script to see the different. To run C# in visual scripting, you must add that script into node list. Regenerate nodes. Now open our visual scripting script. When C# script is added successfully, you can see it in node list now. As you see, only public variable is showed here, but not private variable. It's the difference between them. Let's try to get value of this public variable in C#. Input this is object, where contains this component C# script. Now I will create another object and add tutorial script into this object. Add another object into. The return is a value of string. Let's print it on debug log to see it. You can change value of a public variable directly this way. We got a value of a public variable from a C# script successfully. Now I will delete another object and add the C# script right on object main events, which has our visual scripting script. Now you can get public variable value from the C# script right on this object. If your script has only private variable and you want to get its value from visual scripting, you can do it with a function. First, enter type of variable and any names of this function. This function will need a value of string to return to visual scripting. You can enter its value directly like this, or add our private variable into. One more thing, visual scripting can see public variable or public function only from this C# script. So you must add public in front of the function. After adding new variable or new function, you must regenerate nodes. Otherwise, your new function will not show up in visual scripting. Open the script. You can find function get private variable from our C# script here. It has an output, private variable value that we need. Make sure the C# script on this object. And you can see the value of our variable to compare to result. Press the button. It works. This is how we get a private variable in C# script. A function in C# script usually start with void and enter the name of function, sample function. Let's print some message to debug log from this C# script. Enter any message you want. /n means go to next line of debug log. I will add the value of our private variable also. Always remember, only public can be show up in visual scripting. Add public in front of this function. After adding new function, we must regenerate nodes list. Open our visual scripting script. Add new C# function we just made into. This is how you can call any C# functions from visual scripting script. Press the button. The function inside C# script worked perfect. Next video, let's learn how to get and set variable of visual scripting inside a C# script, and how to trigger a custom event from C# into visual scripting script. Thank you for watching.